Hi, I'm Melinda Elmer with Century 21 Masters and the Elmer team, and today I wanted to share a few thoughts about what we're going to see in the real estate market as we go into 2024. Now, a few important things to really understand from the previous year. So, as we went into 2023 and the end of 2023, we were actually seeing some of the lowest inventory that we have seen in a long time. Now, the peak of our inventory was actually at its highest in October. And it typically is August actually in SoCal, but because interest rates were at 8% in October, we started to see a little bit more lag in market time. What does that mean? Well, buyers were taking longer to buy, houses were taking longer to sell because there are much fewer buyers out there because our rates were so much higher. With that being said, the holiday market was even a little bit slower because the interest rates were slowly coming down and people are just frankly distracted by the holidays. As we go through into the next few months, we are going to continue to see inventory rise, and we are expecting the rates to start to continue to cool. And in fact, at the end of December, the rates were at 6.75 on average, and some were even lower. So with what we're going to continue to see as the rates slowly come down, and no, they're not expected to come down in a significant way, but we will probably see the rates come down into the ballpark of the high fives. Now, when that will happen exactly, we don't know. It could be in spring. More likely it'll be later in the year. Now, should you wait until the end of the year to make a move? Not necessarily. The peak of homes coming on the market is typically in May, and the most pending sales are actually usually in April or May. So home sales are pretty consistent in the spring, and it really stays consistent more or less throughout the year, but we do see a little bit of seasonality to our Southern California market. Now, if you're waiting for prices to fall, we're not seeing that happening. Inventory remains at record low levels. In fact, here in Southern California, we're only seeing about 22,000 homes for sale on the market. That's significantly below pre-COVID numbers when we were seeing 35 to 40,000 homes on the market on a regular basis. So that's a really low number, and a big portion of that is because something like 75-80% of all homeowners have interest rates of 5% or less. So many of the buyers, whether they're first-time buyers or move-up buyers, are restricted because the rate's been higher. As we start to see rates come down, we expect that the inventory will start to open up because people will be more willing to pay a little bit higher rate to get a bigger home or a different home. So we expect that will start to open up, but now is really the time to go ahead and start thinking about purchasing if you're thinking about it. There's going to be less competition, and you can take advantage of those falling rates, and as they continue to fall, you may be able to refinance or again get rate buy downs or all sorts of different creative options in order to get a lower rate. The inventory will start to open up as we start to go into the new year, and it will open up more options for potential buyers. Frankly, the election year should really not have any kind of an effect on the housing market. The data really doesn't support that. So it should really not have a factor on it. We will probably see a lot of uncertainty still in 2024. Frankly, rates could still remain higher. In the end of 2023, they were actually predicting rates would be in the fives. Well, they were not. In fact, they were in the 8% range. So there still could be some volatility in the interest rates, and really the time to buy is when it's time for you to buy. We expect that we'll continue to see rates in that between 5.75 and 8% ranges in 2024. The luxury market is still going to be sluggish. That's the top 10% of all homes that are on the market. And the rest of the 90% is still generally moving. It's still considered to be a seller's market. We will see that small rise in inventory and potentially see rates drop below 6% in 2024. If you have any questions about this, or if you have any questions about whether it's the right time for you to make a move, feel free to give us a call. You can reach me back at 562-316-2915, or you can email me at melinda@theelmerteam.com. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to forward and share this with your friends.